Let's get your stable chair ready and your favorite long scarf. We can put the scarf away for 1 second. Just hang it at the back of your chair, and I want to come seated on the chair. Quite far forward to the front of your chair, so your sitting bone is just somewhere around the edge of the chair. Now your feet are going to be parallel, heel underneath the knee, and sit up as tall as possible. We're going to begin this class, this session, with breathing. So go ahead and place your hands around your abdomen in your belly area here. And I want you to inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth. So as you inhale, feel the belly expanding into your hands. And as you exhale, deliberately use abdominal muscle and pull the belly away from your hands and towards the back, and you feel that back muscle supported by the front abdominals. And in breath, breathing into your hands, exhale, pull away from your hands. In breath, exhale, breath in and breath out. Just give me 5 more here. Breath in, breath out. Feel the abdominal really working hard to support this new tall back. Two more. Last here. And keep the abdominal active here as you're sitting nice and tall. So let's move on, hands on the shoulder. We're going to bring the elbow to each other and roll the elbow out and back. Just breathing in here and exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 2. Last. And let's reverse the other way. Back up and forward. Still sitting tall. 2 more. And last. And then we're going to do alternate. So kind of like a back roll here. So elbow up and then rotate back 1. The other one and then 2. And you can follow the chest with the elbow. You can follow the nose with the elbows. You can follow the eyes with the elbows. Imagine you're swimming backward. Good job. And give me 3 more sets here. 2 more. Last here. Good. Let it go. Good job. All right, now the right arm come up nice and tall here. And then from here, I want you to go into side bending over the left. Feel the good stretch happening on the outside of the right body. We breathe in, nice and tall. Exhale, go a little deeper into the stretch and release. Let's pick up the other arm, nice and tall with the arm. Lengthen up and over you go. To the left and then up. This is your right, my left. Lift and stretch it away. Lift and bring it up. And let's stretch your neck. So we're going to bring your left arm over the head here. And then sitting tall again, and then gently pull the neck, the head over towards the shoulder, and enjoy this stretch. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Maybe get a little deeper into the stretch. 1. And release. Let it go. The other arm come over and then stretch over towards the opposite shoulder And we breathe in, 5 and 4, 3, 2, last, and let it go. Okay, now it's time to grab your scarf. So bring the scarf into your hands and then bring the arm forward. So loosen up the scarf to begin with. The arm will be shoulder width apart. And now here, take an in breath. As you exhale, abdominal is on. Draw the abdominal in and up. Now pull the scarf away like as if you're going to break it apart, tear it apart. And then release. You feel the muscle on the outside of the arm and the shoulders working here. And again, pull apart and release. Give me 3 more. Pull apart with open chest, proud chest, tall spine, and release. Again, pull apart, release. Last one. Pull apart and release. Well done. Now, let's add another thing. We're going to pull apart the arms. Take the arm as high as you can next to your ears. Bring it back down. Release. Pull apart. Bring it up to the sky. And then bring it down and release. Again, pull apart. Proud chest. Bring it up to the sky. You should feel the back muscle working here. And then down, release. Give me 2 more here. Pull apart and then bring it up. Nice and tall, open chest. Bring it down and release. Last one. And bring it up, lifting up. And forward and let it go. Good work. Okay. You still got to use the scarf. So pull the arm forward and pull apart the scarf. Now here we're going to extend the right leg forward and stretch out, straighten the knee, flex the ankle and pull in. Switching, dig the left heel, stretch the leg, flex the ankle, pull in. And exhale. Again, the back is still very tall here and straight. You feel the back muscle supporting you. You feel the chest opening here and the arm muscle definitely heating up. Stay there. And let's add this combination. Leg straight, arm up. Bring it forward and in with the leg. Leg straight, arm up. Bring it forward, leg in. Again, reach and down. And reach and down and reach up, leg forward and down and arms up, leg forward and down. You're doing great. Let's go. 3 more sets. Again, I want that proud chest for me, please. And the tallest spine you can give me. And 2 more. And forward, and forward. 1 more set. And last one. And down. Let it go. Good job. Now let's bring the scarf behind, underneath the scapula, the shoulder blade. So hug it in. And then the elbow on the side of your rib cage, your hand palms up, the back again is straight, and you want it to give me a little bit more of that open chest and allow your back to rest a little bit into the scarf here. Now, with this beautiful spine, we're going to rotate to your right. So we're going to exhale, in breath, and try to keep the pelvis really still. So we're rotating from the waist up and allow your middle back to rest in the scarf and center. Exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, inhale, center. 3 more sets. 2 more. After this, 2 more now. Last set. Last one. Beautiful. Relax the arm for a second. And then we bring them back up again. Now from here, I want you to rest your back into the scarf, and you're going to work hard in the arm here. So I wanted to lift that chest, arch that upper back, middle back. So now your chest is diagonally facing up to the ceiling or the sky, and then bring it back, face me. Again, inhale, long inhalation, rest your back, open up the chest, and exhalation, bring it down. Again, inhalation, bring it down. Again, inhalation, give me 3 more here. Two more. Allow some movement, magic movement to happen in the middle back. Last one. Chest open, feel the stretch at the front of the body, and then bring it down. Release. Very good. Now we can put the scarf away. So just place it at the back of the chair here. All right, now pick up your right leg underneath the thigh. Pick it up and carry it. Hold that. But I still want you to sit tall. No slouchings allowed. Now we're going to circle the ankle. Circle one direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take the leg down. Pick up the other leg. Up. Hold your back. And a circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take the leg down. Good job. Now what we're going to do, hand pressing against the front of your chair. And I want you to pull back. And the shoulder, zip up. And put that beautiful corset on so you feel that your back muscle is supported. Now, tiptoe your right foot and then hold this stable. Lift this leg up and down. Give me 10 of this. Press, lift, and down. 3, back is straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, doing great. 8, almost there. 2 more, 9. Last one, 10. Let it go. And we got to do the other leg. So tiptoe the heel up, press back into your chair, and off we go. And 2, hold the back. 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, almost. 9, 10. Well done. And let it go. Excellent. Now, we're going to turn the body towards this way. So you're sitting on one bottom or bum cheek. And then other hand, just holding onto the chair. And then the outside leg will slide out behind you, and you can tuck the toes under here. Now, hold strong in abdominal so you don't fall off. Hold strong, long back, and really try to straighten this leg out. Now, you should feel a good, delicious stretch in front of this hip. All right, now, toe like a queen or king. Arm come up, reach up here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, reach the top arm to the sky, reach the back leg behind you, and hold the abdominal up. And 2 more breaths. Last breath. And then bring it in. Okay, now we need to turn to the other side. So carefully swivel, elegantly swivel, and then inside arm to the back of the chair, holding the back of the chair, front leg sliding out, sliding out. Feel that delicious stretch in front of the hip. Again, zip up, put on your beautiful corset, and then the arm comes up, reach up to the sky, reach back with the heel, and then we stay in. Breathe. 2, 3. Enjoy that delicious stretch. 1. And then slide back in. And now we're going to swivel again to the other side. Now we need some work for our hip muscle. I want you to sit again towards the edge of the chair. And then I want you to lean the body, your body over to the back of the chair. But I don't want you to slash. I want you to hold that corset, the inside arm onto the side of the chair, the other arm just on the back of the chair. And then I want you to line up the foot and the hip here. And now the back is still nice and long. And then here, the leg, we need to bring it up. And we'll lift. So keep the knees soft and the foot floppy, and it's lifting up here. The whole leg comes up, and an up, and a 5, and a 4, and 3. So you're slightly slanted in your spine here, and 2, and 1. I'm going to challenge you for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant work. And then come back, swivel carefully, sit on the edge, and then lean the body over, and then sliding the leg out, holding on the center, softening the knee, and then we'll lift, keep the knee bent, lift, lift, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to challenge you for another 5 and 4. You can do this. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and bring it in. Well done. All right, now time to stretch that glute muscle. Sitting on the front of the chair, pick up one leg, cross it in front of you this way, push this thigh down and toe through the spine and just hinge forward, so fall forward from the hip and keep trying to press this leg down. You should feel a good, delicious stretch underneath this area, okay? Stay here. Breathe. One more. Release and then let it go. Bringing the other one up. Nice and tall. Press the thigh down. Lean forward. Stay. Breathe. Remember the back. We need to hold on to the back muscle. We don't want to slouch down, but stay upright. And folding. One more breath here. And up. All right, let it go. It's time to stand up. So we're going to come up standing. And I want you to go to the back of your chair. I'm going to swivel my chair. So this way. Okay, now holding on to the back of the chair. You don't have to grip the chair for balance, but I want you to work on your balance here. So light touch. Now feet organized underneath you. So heel in line with your hip joint. Again, you got the abdominal drawing up. Your back muscles working, the chest is open, and I want you to do your heel raises. So lifting up onto the toes, heel go high up, like you're wearing a beautiful high heel, and then lower the heels, and then up, and lower the heels and see if you want to have a little challenge. Let go of the hand. Can you balance? Or maybe a little tip of finger here. And then lower. And then up. And then lower. And a light touch perhaps. And lower. Give me 5 more here. And lower. And 4. And lower. 3. Lower. 2. Yes, we're filling our calf. Last one, let's hold it up there. Just lower your right heel down, bend the left knee. So 1, your left heel is up, your right heel is down. Up on a tippy toe and lower down the other side. Up on a tippy toe and lower down and up. And we can go a little bit faster perhaps. And down and up and down and lift and down. The hands can come up. Magic if you can balance. If not, just keep it down. Light touch. And change, and go, and up, and down, and up, and down. Strong in your center, long and tall in the back. Don't fall, catch yourself up. And we've got 2 more sets here, up, last set here, and then up, lift it up, hold the heel up, hold. Now can we organize ourselves? Hold, and then can we take your hands off? Maybe we can balance. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And down. Brilliant work. Good job. Now just step back a little bit. So you are in a slight diagonal arrangement here. Chest open. You can put your weight on your hand a little bit more here. Now from here, send your pelvis back. Bend the knees, and now we're going to do a delicious shoulder stretch here. Chest open, and now lower the back, lower the chest as much as you can today. Breath in. You feel the stretch underneath the armpit, down through the shoulder, and to the back. And then when you're ready, bring yourself up and walk your feet in, upright, and then we'll finish with a proud chest, arching up, looking to the sky. Breath in, breath out, and release. We're going to start kneeling. So kneeling onto your knees, and if this is not comfortable for you, you may go ahead and sit down like so, or even cross-legged if you need to. All right, so I'd like you to kneel upright, and I'd like you to make sure that your shoulder, your ears, your shoulder, your hip, and your knees are in one vertical alignment, and that your pelvis is not what we call anterior tilt or neither hanging forward. All right, now have your palm, heel of the palm, on the side, lower side of the rib cage. We inhale through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. We'll do some diaphragmatic breathing here. Now, like you, as you inhale, allow the rib cage to expand 360 degrees, pressing against the palm. Now, as you exhale through the mouth, the rib cage deflates away from your palms. Inhaling, expanding, exhale. Now it could be quite tricky when you first start learning this. When you learn this first time, that's better English. Then we inhale and exhale. Just see how much can you expand your rib cage into your hands. Exhale, and the rib cage deflate. Again, 3 more times. And try to breathe as long as you can on the inhalation as well as the exhalation. One more. Good. Now we're going to add some deliberate abdominal engagement on the end of the exhalation. So this is where we are going to recruit our deep abdominal muscles, the corset muscles, our natural corset called the transverse abdominis. So here we go. We inhale as we did before. As we exhale, we deflate the rib cage. And then towards the end, I want you to deliberately draw in the abdominal muscle like as though you're wearing a tight corset. So this abs is nice and tight. And inhale. Exhale. In breaths, and imagery that you can use. As you exhale, imagine you have shoelaces across the front of the abdominal. So as you exhale, you're going to shoelace the abdominal muscles all the way up from the pubic bone all the way to the lower rib cage. And an in breath. And exhale, shoelacing all these abdominal muscles, creating a nice corset-like tension around the waistline. Let's do 2 more times. In breath. Exhale. And while you do that, I want you to maintain the length of the spine so we don't crumble down and slouch in the spinal column. Let's go 1 more time. In breath. Exhale. Nice and tight. All right, well done. Let's go to the floor. The best way is to roll onto your side. And then let's go ahead, lie on the back. Okay, now I want you to lift one leg up, grab the shin or the knee with the hands, hold and draw in the abdominal muscles and bring the second leg up. Let's do some ankle circle here. We're going to roll the ankle in and out, one direction. And just breathe naturally as you circle the ankle. And let's go over to the opposite way. Keep circling the ankle. And then release. Okay, now let's move on to some hip circle. We press the thigh to your chest, open the thigh out and pull the thigh away. And we in breath and exhale. Try to keep the pelvis nice and heavy to the floor here. And in breath and exhale. One more. And then reverse. We pull the leg away, out, and towards you. As you in breath, out. Try to keep the circular motion nice and smooth within the hip joint here. And 2 more. Last one. And release. We lower one foot down. Second leg down, have your feet in parallel position and have your pelvis in a comfortable neutral position here. Bring your hands on your shoulder for some shoulder circles. So we go bring the elbow to each other, bring the elbows up and around. We're just gonna in breath and exhale as we circle the shoulder. And in, mobilizing the shoulder joint. And exhale, one more. And then reverse. We go down, out, and up. And in breath. And down. 2 more. And then last one. And let it go. Arms are long by the side here. Chest is nice and opened. Your feet needs to be in parallel position, aligned with the center of your hips. So approximately about a fist distance between the heels. Okay, let's move on to some pelvic rocks. We in breath. As we exhale, we go back into that drawing, that transverse abdominis. Then we keep drawing the abdominal deeper, and I want you to imprint that lower spine. So you rock the bottom of the floor and release. Yes, you in breath. Exhale Abdominal in to curl the pelvis up. In breath, release. Exhale. In breath, release. 3 more times. So we are mobilizing our pelvis and the lower spine, which can be quite tight at times, especially if we have a job that requires us to sit down for a period of time. And draw in and release. Last one, exhale and release. Now let's take it further. So we go ahead and rock the pelvis using abdominal. Now press the feet, engage the hamstring, the muscle behind the thigh. Press the arms down. Keep the abs into a spine and start peeling the spine up. Lift the pelvis as high as possible into a bridge position where you create a straight line from the knee all the way to the shoulder. So you're going to have to lift the pelvis as high as possible, but keep the abdominal engaged. Inhale at the top here. Exhale, we roll down. We soften the jaw. We soften the chest. We soften the lower rib cage. We soften the lower back, and we release the pelvis back to neutral position, the start position. Exhale, we draw in the abdominal, curl the pelvis, and we press the hips all the way up to the bridging position. We inhale. Exhale, we roll down from the top, middle back, lower back, the pelvis, and back to neutral again. We breathe out. We roll up, up, up. Now we need to engage those arm muscles and press the arms until you can lift the whole pelvis and the spine a little higher. Exhale, we roll down. All the way back to start position. Let's do one more time. Exhale. We roll it up, 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 high, and in breath. And we roll back down, down, and release back to the start position. Let's take your arms up to the sky here. Palms facing towards your thigh. We inhale. As we take your arms overhead, I want you to allow the ribcage to keep lengthening down towards the pelvis. So we do not hyperextend the ribs up. Exhale. Draw in the abdominal and bring your arms down. Inhale, the arms float up and over next to your ears. Go to your maximum range before or without lifting the rib cage and down. In breath, arms overhead. Exhale. So we're moving the arms from the shoulder joint, and we do not disturb the placement of the rib cage and the spine. Last one, in breath, arms overhead. Exhale, and we take your arms down. Moving on to our leg lift. Now we stabilize the pelvis. Imagine you have a cup of tea resting on top of the pelvis. Let's draw in the transverse abdominis, the tibia muscle, the natural corset that we have. We take the leg away from it up to a tabletop position. Knee over the hip joint. Shin is parallel to the ground. We lower from the hip joint. Exhale, we lift. We lower. Exhale, lift. Refrain yourself from rocking the pelvis and arching your back as you lower the leg down. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Hold the tabletop position. Press the palm, your hands, down against the thigh and just put a break with the thigh as we breathe out. So we in breath. Exhale, we press down. Hold it. We draw the abdominal in so you really feel the abdominal muscle tensing, and release. 2 more times. Exhale, press down. Hold the thigh, maintain a contraction in abdominals, and release. 1 more. Exhale, press down,
and release. Lower the leg down, arms go to the side of the body. We have the other leg. Make sure you do not shift the pelvis as you lift the leg up. So maintain the contraction abdominal. Lower the leg down from the hip joint and we'll lift. Inhale. Remember, we have that imagery of cup of tea resting on your pelvis, on your abdominal. Keep the pelvis stable so you do not spill the coffee or the tea. And then bring it up. One more. And bring it up and we stay. Hands pressing against the thigh. We push down. We contract the abdominal. Switch on the natural corset for 5. And release. 2 more times. In breath. Exhale. Press down. In breath. Release. Last one. Exhale. We press down. Hold the corset. And release. We lower the leg down. And now we bring the first leg up again. We extend the leg straight up to the sky. We lower down. As we breathe that, we're going to really pull in the abdominal. And then we'll bring it up. Exhale. Lift the abdominal. And then up. Exhale. In breath. Lift. 3 more. In breath. Lift. 2. And lift. Last. And lift. We bend the knee. We lower the foot down. We take the other leg out. We straighten the leg. We lower. And up. And lower. And up. As we lower the leg, I want you to think about pulling the pelvic floor and the lower abdominal upward away from the leg. And then we fold. Exhale. So we do not want to arch your back as we lower the leg. So do your best. Maintain the stability of the pelvis and the lower back. And 2 more. We'll lift. Last one. We'll lift. We bend. We fold. Now interlace the fingers. Place the hands at the base of the skull, at the head. Elbows are off the floor, moving to our chest lift position. In breath. As we exhale, I want you to deflate the abdominal. Then we'll fold the chest up from the lower rib cage. Allow your head to rest into your arms and be heavy. Grab the back of your thighs. Bend the elbows, lift up a little higher. Now hold that new height. Hands back and down. Exhale. Lift. Inhale, arms forward, up a little higher. Exhale, arms back. Then we go down. Again. Exhale. Inhale, arms forward and lift. And arms back. And we go down. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. Arms forward. Bend the elbow. Come up a little higher. Arms back behind your head. And down. And last one. Exhale. Arms forward. Lift up a little higher. Now here, release the arms. Stretch forward. We stay. Little pulses. Reach your arm forward. Give me more flexion. And slight release. And more. 2. And 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one. 8. Hold. Grab the back of the thigh. Come up a little higher. Hands behind your head. We add the rotation towards me. Arm onto the back of the thigh. Lift up a little higher. Hands behind. Back to center. Over to you. We rotate from the waistline. Grab the hands. Lift. and back, center, and come back to the floor. Again, forward flexion, towards me, rotate, opposite arm to your thigh, lift up high, hands, center, rotate, arms to the thigh, lift up higher, hands, center, and down. Again, 2 more times. Exhale, to me, rotate, grab the hand, lift up higher, hold that new height, hands, center, rotate, and lift up, hands, center, come back. Let's go one more set here. We lift, rotate, grab the hands, lift up higher, hands back, rotate, rotate, grab the hands, lift up higher, and back, center, and come on down. Well done. Okay, let's turn your body face me. I want you to interlace the hands behind your head. Let's move on to our chest opener. Stack the legs together, have your feet aligned with your pelvis. Lifting the underneath waistline so we don't slouch down. Activate this obliques. Interlace the hands, move on to our chest opener, my favorite one. We inhale as we open the elbow, and then we rotate the trunk, the spine, and look back behind you. And return yourself back to forward facing. Inhale, open, and rotate out and back. Exhale. Again, inhale. We rotate. Exhale. We close. 2 more. Inhale. Rotate. And exhale. 1 more. In breath. Rotate. Exhale. Return. Well done. Release the top arm. Extend the bottom arm long. Still engaging the lower waistline upward. Let's move on to our climb. You can have your hands here if you like to. Now here, open the top leg. Keep the pelvis stable, and then we close. Let's do 10 here. 2, and then we close. And 3, and we close. And 4, and 5. Keep the lower waistline lifted at all times. And 7, and 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. We straighten the top leg. We bring the bottom foot forward so you are a 90-degree angle at the knee joint. And let's lift the top leg up. Let's do a leg circle. We go forward, up, around, back, behind the hip. 2, up, back. 3, and back. 4, up, back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse, back, and back, up, forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release and well done. Bring it in. You can give your bottom a little hammer and help yourself up. And then we're going to turn over to the other side. So we start with the chest opener. Interlace the hands at the back of the head. Stack the legs, align the feet with the pelvis, with the sitting bone, lifting the underneath waistline. And let's go. Inhale, opening and rotate back. Exhale, we close. And inhale, open the elbow first, and then we start rotating from the spine, from the top, middle, then lower. Exhale, and close. In breath. As we rotate, exhale. We close. 2 more times. In breath. We rotate. Exhale. We close. Last one. And out. Exhale. Well done. All right, moving on to our clamp. Bottom arm is long. Maintain the lift in the lower waist and open the thigh. And we close. And open 2. And we close. And we open 3. Again, we want to make sure that the pelvis stays stable at all time. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. We extend the top leg long, bring the bottom foot forward. Let's go to some leg circle. You can have your hand here if you like to. We're going to lift the leg. We're going to forward, up, and back. 2, and back. 3, back. 4, 5, 6. Make sure you go back behind your pelvis. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse. We go back, up, and forward. 1, and 2, 3. Behind your pelvis, up, over, and forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the bottom waistline. 9, and 10. All right, bring it in. You can give your bottom a little hammer there. Okay, and then let's help yourself up. All right, I want you to sit to the front of the mat. Let's move on to our spine stretch here. I want you to flex the feet, lift the spine up, align your ears, shoulder, and your pelvis. Take your arms forward and straighten the legs as far as you can while you maintain the upright alignment of the spine. Take an in breath here. Exhale as we articulate the spine down. We roll down and we bring the body forward. Inhale, drawing the abdominal deeper as you reach yourself a little bit further forward. Exhale, start from the lower abs. You zip up the abdominal as you lift the spine to an upright position. Exhale, we roll down and we go forward. In breath, go a little deeper into that stretch. Exhale, we lift the abdominal, then we stack up the spine to an upright position. 3 more times. Exhale, we roll down and forward. In breath. Hold, exhale, roll up and tall. Last one. Exhale, we roll down and we go forward. In breath. Exhale, we roll up and we lift the spine up tall. We take the arms up to the sky. Hopefully we still maintain the upright alignment. And then we pull the arms back for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay tall. Bring the feet together to a diamond position. Interlacing the hands behind your head and just rest your head into your palm and allow your elbow to come forward here. Now, spine twist. We exhale, rotate to me, double breath. In breath, back to center. Other side, exhale. Inhale, back to center. And rotate. Inhale, spiral back to the middle. Rotate. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. 2 more sets. Inhale, center, and nice and tall with the spine. Last one, and center. Arms out to the side, please, for some side stretch here. Let's go over to me as we side bend. Soften the bottom elbow and take the top arm over. And lift the spine and upright. And to you, inhale, side bend. Soften the bottom elbow and take the top arm over. Anchor your pelvis down. Extend the bottom arm out, and middle. And side bend, pelvis is heavy. And soften bottom elbow, take the top arm over. And now we extend the bottom arm, lift through the spine, and coming up. In breath. And over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, last set. Inhale, side bend. And arms over. Inhale, lift. And back. Last one. Inhale, side. And top arm over. And lengthen, lift. And come up. Well done. And let it go. Let's go to our front here. So we have your legs long behind you. Let's bend the elbows and bring the forearm by the shoulder side. Now have your legs long behind you. I want you to engage those legs muscles and feel like someone's pulling your feet away. Pick up the abdominal here. Now as we exhale, draw up the abdominal muscles so you can lengthen the lower spine. As we inhale, glide the shoulder blades down and keep the forearm down. I want you to lift the upper middle back as high as possible and then come down on the exhale. And inhale, gliding the shoulder blades down. Legs are active. Then we glide the upper back, the middle back up. Neck is long and come back down. Again, inhale. We lift. We call this the baby swan. Up. Exhale. We come back down. Again, inhale. We lift. Upper back, middle back. Exhale. One last one. Inhale. We'll lift, up, 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 exhale, and down. Now here, arms are long by the side, off the floor, palms to your thigh. We'll do the same thing. Inhale, we'll lift up. Now this time, without the help of your arms, you have to really activate that middle back muscle to help you up. Open arms to a T position, maintain that height. Arms back to the side of your thighs, and come on down. Inhale to lift. Open the arms. Exhale. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, return. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arms to a T, like an aeroplane. Arms back to your thigh. And we go down. Again, 2 more. Inhale, lift. Arms to the T. Exhale. And down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Arms to the side. Arms back. And we go down. Well done. Bend the elbows. Bring the forearm down. Push the floor away and round the back. Send the pelvis to your heels. Go to the rest position. Arms are long, nice and active. Send the pelvis as low as possible towards your heels. We inhale here. Exhale. One more. Let's roll the spine up. And now let's go back down to the floor. We're just going to finish the class with some relaxation breathing. So roll to your side. And I want you to just bring the feet together and allow the knee to just float back to the side like a diamond position. And open the arms out to the side here. Close your eyes. And just allow the body to settle down to the floor. And I just want you to breathe here. Inhaling from the nose as long as you can. And exhaling from the mouth. And as you inhale, you're feeling that rib cage expanding. You feel the abdominal, the belly just expanding. Still keeping its elasticity. And exhale, you allow the breath to deflate everything in. So it's just listening to the rhythm of your breath. There is a sense of expansion of the belly, of the rib cage, like jellyfish. As you inhale, then as you exhale, they just naturally deflate, allowing your body to melt even more to the floor. I'd like to invite you to stay on your mat and continue with your breathing. Continue to relax your body down to the floor as long as you can spend, as long as you have, as long as you can for today. Allowing the belly to expand, allowing the ribcage to expand, and allow them to deflate as you breathe out. Clear your mind. And just listen to the rhythm of your breath. I'm going to end the class here. So thank you for moving with me today. And I wish you a really, really lovely, lovely day. And I'll see you back on the mat tomorrow.